Testing one. Who we got? Shalom, Israel. With I.S.U.P.K, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General YAHANNA, start off 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group out there that's fake, and any other organization. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not Jewish. We're not all these fake groups, IUIC and GOCC, whatever there is out there. They need to come on and get under Command of General YAHANNA so that they can understand the real truth, just like that. Simple as that. We're Officer I.S.U.P.K. We got other officers in class. We got Officer Shar. We got Officer Kazimar. Got Kalatazar in class up in here. The Yar creeping on in his way. Got a few people in chat. Who we got?
We got Trooper Batayala.
Trooper Batayala, okay.
Got Sister Parabal, rib of Officer Shah.
Good.
Then we got Sister Natasha, rib of Trooper Kalatazar.
All right, checking and clapping up for that. All right. Gonna break our hand then. Break a hand, clap. All right, I mean, this is what we are. I mean, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about blood sacrifices in Leviticus, and of course, just remember the Hanukkah will be at 7 o'clock here. Most people will be tuning in to Command and General YAHANNA. We'll have a service here. We'll have a little food. Bring a dish. Come by 7 o'clock, right? I think it's, we got to find out when the sundown is, but at least by 7, right?
Yeah.
But when that sun goes down, that's actually the signaling of the Feast of Dedication, where you dedicate your life, man. You dedicate your life to doing right, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, right?
Right.
Because one day we're going to get this, you dedicate your life back, and then the Most High said we're going to give us a right to a true life back from these Sephardic and Ashkenazi Jews that have taken it from us, man. Because we didn't do what? What did we not do? Raise your hand. Go ahead. Follow law, statutes, commandments. Back it up right there. That's correct. And that's what we're going to get into in Leviticus, okay? So, we're going to start off with Majim. Right. Bring up the first candidate here. Just state your registry.
Latza Banyal, Banyashal.
Latza Banyal, Banyashal.
Yahabashan Yahshua Brakatah.
Yahabashan Yahshua Brakatah. Blow the horn.
La Shala.
La Shala. The rest of that. All right, get the scrolls. Got the reading over there?
Okay.
In order?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, Wapani Hakmi. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Latan, Lanawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalakano, Kapawatano, Kasalakano, Kapawatano, Wala'ah, Taba'ayana, Walasayawa, Abal, Habashayano, Hayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wataparat, Wa'alayim, Aman.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in English. Our Father, art in heaven,
Heaven.
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
will be done,
Will be done.
on earth,
On earth.
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread,
daily bread.
and forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our
And
debts.
forgive our debtors.
Forgive our
Lead
debtors.
us not
Lead us
into
not
temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
the power,
power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
ever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Is Hakak the power in the Hebrew? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Baba Kashah, Nathanael, Hakak, Hakak, Larpa'ah, Kalmalakah, Kalmalawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazaria, Hakak, Lahakwi, Hamati, Hakak, Arakwa, Hamata'ala, Lagarshin, Bahashem, Yahushua, the water, Aman.
Water. What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
To heal all manner of sickness.
All
All manner of
sickness.
disease.
All manner of
Power to
disease.
cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the
Power to
leper.
raise the dead.
Power to raise the
Power
dead.
against unclean spirits.
Power to
Cast them out.
cast
In
them
the name
out.
of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you. So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Barak Lanau, Wayashal, Wayah, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Hagan, all of Israel.
All of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commander General YAHANNA.
Commander General YAHANNA.
All of the generals.
All the generals.
All of the captains.
All the captains.
All of the officers.
All the officers.
All of the families in the I.S.U.P.K.
All the families in the I.S.U.P.K. Baba, I was like, Bahashem, Yahushua, the water. Amen.
But it said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of
bless
Yahushua,
us,
bless
in
us,
Israel,
in
in
Israel,
the schools,
in the schools.
bless, heal, shield, and protect
Bless, heal, shield,
our
and
loved
protect
ones.
our loved
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So
Thank
be it.
you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al, Bahariya, Mahayan. It's like Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemaiah, Wa'aratza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Ragalka, it's like Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayai, Yamyanka, Yawaman, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamark, Makarai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabaatka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ait, Awalam.
What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. I will lift up mine eyes
I lift up
to
mine
the
eyes
hills,
to the
from
hills,
which cometh my help.
from which cometh
My
my
help
help.
cometh from the
My
Lord,
help cometh from the Lord.
which made heaven and earth.
made heaven
Do not
and
suffer thy foot to be moved.
Do not suffer thy
He
foot
that
to be
keepeth
moved.
thee
He that
will not
keepeth thee
slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall neither
Israel
slumber nor sleep.
shall slumber
The
nor
Lord is
sleep.
thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is a shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade
The
upon thy
sun
right hand.
shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee
nor
by
the
day,
moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
The
evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
Lord shall preserve thy
and
going
thy
out
coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth,
From this time forth.
and forevermore.
And forevermore. This is Psalms 83. Alahaya,
Hi.
Adamaya,
Adamaya,
Laka, Altakarash,
Rush.
Wa'al, Tashakwat,
Tashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ana,
Ana,
Awabayak,
Awabayak,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Arash,
Arash,
it's like Al Amyanka,
Amyanka,
Yarmanwa,
Yarmanwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata,
Wayata,
Yatasawa,
Yatasawa,
Altasapawayaka,
Altasapawayaka,
Armanwa,
Armanwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakida,
Wanakakida,
Magawa,
Magawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham,
Sham,
Yasha'at,
Yasha'al,
that's like it. Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Natasawa,
Natasawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakatwa,
Yakatwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Baya,
Baya,
it's like it. Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa,
Wa,
Yashamai,
Yashimai,
Allah,
Allah,
Yam,
Yam,
Ma'awaba,
Ma'awaba,
Wahagaria,
Wahagaria,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimawan,
Waimawan,
Waimalak,
Waimalak,
Palasha,
Palasha,
Ain,
Ain,
Yashabia,
Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam,
Gam,
Ashawar,
Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Amaim,
Aman,
Hayawah.
Hayawah.
Zawawai.
Sarawat.
Labani Lawat.
Labani Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kabyaya.
Yapian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kayash.
Kayash.
Wan.
Wan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamad.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Dara.
Hayawah.
Hayawah.
Daman.
Daman.
Lamadwa.
Tamadwa.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yab.
Yab.
Mawa.
Mawa.
Karai.
Karat.
Wakazabah.
Wakazabah.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakazazal.
Wakazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Call Nasa. No, it's like call Nasa Yakamwa.
Nakal Nasikamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Armawa.
Armawa.
Nashara Shah.
Nashara Shah.
Nanawa.
Nanawa.
Ath.
Ath.
Na'awa.
Nawa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagalia Gaya.
Gaya.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rakwa.
Okay. Rawaka. Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ash.
Shaba'arya Iru.
Ayar.
Wakalaba.
Makalaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Haria.
Haria.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradakma.
Daradakma.
Basarka.
Basarka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wabatka.
Wabatka.
Dabalaham.
Dabahala.
Dabahalam.
Dabahala.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan. Waya.
Waya.
Bakwashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Bashwa.
Wa'ah.
Wa'a.
Balawa.
Balawa.
Ida.
Ay.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadu.
Abadu.
Waya.
Waya.
Da'awa.
Awa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadika.
Badika.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Akahat.
A call.
Akal.
Call.
Ha.
Ha.
Haratazah.
Alright.
What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. Keep out that silence.
Keep out that silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold out that peace.
Hold out that
Be not
peace.
still.
Be not
O
still.
Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Lord thine enemies.
Lord thine
Make
enemies.
it tumult.
Make it tumult.
Let it hate thee.
Let it hate
Lift
thee.
up their head.
Lift up
They
their
have
head.
taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty
Against thy
counsel.
people.
Against thy
And
people.
consult the hidden ones.
So together.
They have said,
They have said,
come and let us cut them off
Come, let us cut them off.
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
And the name of
may
Israel
be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted
with
together.
one consent.
With one consent.
They're confederate against
They're
you.
confederate against you.
Tabernacle of Edom.
Tabernacle of Edom.
Israelites.
Israelites.
Moab.
Moab.
Haggereen.
Haggereen.
Baal.
Baal.
Ammon.
Ammon.
Amalek.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
Habits of Tyre.
The Habits of Tyre.
Sure all joined
Sure
with
always
them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of light.
They have hope in the children of
Salah.
light. Salah.
Do it to them.
Do it to them.
As to the Midianites.
As to the Midianites.
As to Syria.
As to
As
Syria.
to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of
At the brook of
Kassan.
the sun.
Which perished in
Which
Endor.
perished in
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They came as dung for the
They
earth.
made their nobles like Oreb,
Made their nobles like Oreb.
like Ziel.
Like Ziel.
They all the princes of Zabal,
all the
and
princes
as
of Zabal,
Amunah,
and as Amunah,
who said, "Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God
the house of
in
God
possession."
in possession.
Oh my Yahweh,
my Yahweh,
make them like a widow,
them like a widow.
as to stumble before the wind,
stumble
and
before
the
the
fire that burns the
Fire
wood,
that burns
and
the
the
wood.
flame that set the mountains on
Mountains
fire.
on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest.
and make them afraid
Make them
with
afraid
thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces
that
with
they may
shame.
seek thy
They may
name.
seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded,
and trouble forever.
trouble
Yea,
forever.
let them be put to shame,
Yea, let them
and
be put to
perish,
shame, and perish,
that men may
that
know,
men may know
whose name alone
alone
is Yahweh,
Yahweh
of the Most High,
of the Most High,
of all the earth.
of all the earth. Sorry.
Blow the horn. Shop you. Be seated. All right, let's pick it up where we at.
Yeah, Leviticus 3.
Huh?
Leviticus chapter 3. Verse 1.
You mean 1 verse 3.
Oh.
We're still in chapter 1, ain't
No, he was on 3.
we? We went to Leviticus 3 already?
God, I believe so. Oh, it's like, yeah, I got that. It's like
We're on 1, right?
1 verse.
Okay.
Verse 3.
Yeah. All right, yeah, Leviticus, this is a time, it's a newly redeemed people, right?
Right.
Like we just came out of the wilderness, Exodus, had all the Lord set up the tabernacle services, right? He set it up for the people under the old covenant, right?
Right.
That old covenant was made of the sacrifice unto the Lord, right? Those who love bulls bulls and goats, right?
Right.
And blood and remissions of sins and Jesus. I mean, you know, they had to do that, had to sprinkle blood everywhere,
Right.
didn't
Right.
they? Yeah. Sprinkle blood everywhere.
Right.
And that's what that, but that, you know, this blood sacrifice wasn't really going. I mean, we got our blood shed in the streets, really.
Yeah.
You know, that's a sacrifice in itself, you know.
Right.
But that's only because Christ gave us a new covenant, right? A new covenant, you know, and so that we can be under YAHWH, right?
Right.
Our real king, our real nigga,
Right.
the one that's gonna stand in the cut for us,
Right.
right? Because the blood of goats and bulls, that couldn't do it, could it?
Right.
So listen, give me. I want you to read 7 verses. We're gonna get into that. Give me 7 verses of Hebrew,
Okay.
7 verses English. Where we at? Start about. I think we started this last week, but we didn't get finished. So go on about. Verse 3, 1 and 3. Start there, and then read all the way up 7 verses. Right?
Okay.
That'll be verse 9, right?
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 1, verse 3 out the Hebrew. Allah Kar Banawa Man Haba Kar Zakar the Mayam Yakar Yabana wa Allah I'm lost my spot. Pataka Ahala Maya Mawa'ad Yakwa Riyaba Ataya Atawa Lara Taza Nawa Lapa Nawa Yahweh. Yahweh. Verse 4. Wasa Maka Wasa Maka Yada Wa Al Ra'ash Ha'a Laha Wana Rutzaza Ha Lawa Laka Par Lakapar Allah Yahweh. Verse 5. Washar Kata Kapa Washar Kata Ata Aft Ban Haba Kar Lapa Naya Yahweh Waha Kaya Bar Benaya Aha run. Haka, Hana, Yam, Ath, Hadam, Waza, Rakwawa, Ath, Hadam, Allah, it's like Allah, Hama, Zabah, Ka, Sabah, Yaba, Ashar, Pataka, Ahala, Mawa, verse 6. Waha, Pasha, Yata, Ath, La, Wana, Taka, Ataha, Lana, Taka, Yaha. Verse 7. Wana, the Nawa, Benaya, Aha, Ran, Haka, Han, Asha, Allah, Hama, Zabaka, Wa'a, Rabawa, Atazayam, Allah, Ha'asha. Verse 8. Wa'a, Rakaya, Benaya, Aharan, Haka, Hanayam, Ath, Hana, Takayam, Ath, Hara'asha, Wa'ath, Hapa, Dara, Allah, Ha'atazayam, Ashar, Allah, Ha'ashar, Ashar, Ha'ashar, Ashar, Allah, Hamazah, Baka. Verse 9. Wakwa, Rabawa, Waka, Ba'a, Yawa, Yara, Kataza, Bama Yam, Waha, Kota Yawa Ra, Haka, Ham, Han, Ath, Hakala, Hakal, Hama, Zabah, Ka, Allah, Asha, Wayaka, Naya, Kawaka, Laya, Hawa, La Yahweh.
Clap it up for him. So, yeah, we're going to get 7 more verses in English, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Leviticus 1 and 3. If his offering be a burnt sacrifice of the herd, let him offer a male without blemish. He shall offer it of his own voluntary will at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. Verse 4. And he shall put his hand upon the head of the burnt offering, and it shall be accepted for him to take, it's like to make atonement for him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And he shall kill the bullock before the Lord, and the priest, Aaron's sons, shall bring the blood and sprinkle the blood round about the altar that is by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. And he shall flay the burnt offering and cut it into his pieces.
He shall what?
He shall flay the burnt offering and cut it into his
Filleted offering, huh? You gonna flay it. Look that up. Look that up. I think it means like to pull the skin off and cut that meat up real nice, you know. That's the offering. Look that flay up over there.
Right. Definition of fillet.
Right.
I mean, flay.
Flay, right. So yeah, go ahead.
Peel the skin off.
Peel the skin off, right?
A corpse or carcass.
Yeah, in other words, you get them steaks, they don't want the skin on there and hair everywhere, you know, and
Right.
fat everywhere. They just want that nice flay.
Right.
And that's what the fillet, like even when you have like fillet of fish, they pull the skin off of that.
Right.
Right? So it was I'm sorry, I just wanted to look at a definition so people understand what the Levites were actually doing, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall put the fire upon the altar and lay the wood in order upon the fire.
In order. You notice how he's saying, you know, everything's done like in order, you know?
Right.
Like the Most High, what is he attempting to do here? I mean, what the children of Israel, they're coming out of Egypt, and what was their problem? What was he attempting to get them to do? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Set a certain standard.
Yeah, that's right.
Have them going by a certain way.
Yeah, have them go about a certain way. Why? You're right.
To be righteous.
To be what?
To be righteous.
That's
Keep the
right.
commandments.
Be righteous and holy. That's what the Most High is trying to really do in this old, right?
Right.
But you realize, you think about it, our people ain't gonna take no blood and no and sprinkle it on the altar no more here. We done been, you know, the Lord knew we'd be in this way, right?
Right.
You know, we don't even know about blood sacrifices anymore.
Right.
You know, and then but that's not even required nor necessary. You ain't gonna, you know, that woman dancing on the dance floor with no clothes on, you ain't gonna take some blood, say, yeah, that ain't gonna happen, right? But go ahead. Yeah. It's written in your, what is the Most High, where was that? What was that? We're gonna get into the new covenant in the first and another here. What is that? Deuteronomy 11 and 18. Turn to that for me. Yeah. We're gonna show you what the overall focus, one of them, the main thing here, what the Most High really wanted us to do. Give me that. Deuteronomy. You got it?
Okay.
Read that for me.
Deuteronomy 11 and 18.
Right.
Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart.
In your where?
In your heart.
In your mind. Right? Lay these words up in your mind. Right? Go ahead.
And in your soul.
And in your soul, all inside you, right? Right.
And bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes.
Most High trying to tell you, you know, this. I'm gonna give you a new covenant, so this can be in your brain, right? And grained in your mind, right? Like it. All right, let's go back to where we at.
So verse 8.
We're on 8.
No, verse 9. Leviticus 1 and 9.
Right.
But his inwards and his legs shall he wash in the water,
Right.
and the priest shall burn all on the altar.
Right. They all on the altar.
Okay.
Go ahead, finish reading. I'm sorry.
To be burnt, to be a burnt sacrifice and offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Right. The sweet, nice, sweet. I mean, the Most High was making it as nice as he could to show us that, you know, he wanted us to be holy, right? The Most High, I mean, you got to be. Get Leviticus 19 and 2 right there, because it's the Most High. Yeah, the Most High is just trying to say he wanted us to be holy. That's the main thing, right?
Right.
And we can't just be out here just strumming on the streets doing anything, because you know this Edomite's gonna sit up here and try you every day.
Right.
So you gotta obey these laws, statutes, commandments to have some protection, right?
Right.
So he said, "Be holy." Let's turn to that. Turn to what the real overall focus of that.
Leviticus 19.
You can't do it with these bloods and goats and bulls, can we? Go ahead.
Right. Leviticus 19 and 2.
Right.
Speak unto all the congregation
Right.
of the children of Israel,
Right.
and say unto them, ye shall be holy.
You shall be what?
Shall be
The
holy.
Bible says you shall be holy. That's what the Lord was telling. Who was it telling it? To Moses?
Oh, right. Con, sir.
Huh?
Say it's telling the Moses Con, sir. Yes.
What did he say? Speak to the kind. He was telling. Read verse 1.
Leviticus 19 and 1.
Right.
And the Lord spake unto Moses.
Speaking to Moses, then, right?
Right.
Who's the leader, right?
Right.
Just like he tells Commander General YAHANNA, speaking to the children, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
And say unto them,
Right.
ye shall be holy.
You shall be holy, man. Right?
Con.
We shall be for what?
For I, the Lord, your God, am holy.
That's why. That's the reason why. Why you ever want to know why you're supposed to be holy? Because the Lord's holy.
Right.
You know? Now, don't get me wrong. He has to perform some evil things. Shall there not be evil in the city, the trumpet not be blown? Yeah, he has to sometime to do what? But the end result is to do what? Be holy.
Right.
He's got to point you. He got to slap you sometime and put some evil plagues in front of you to make you holy. Read that again.
Con. Speak. And the Lord spake unto Israel.
Right.
And spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto all of the congregation of the children of Israel.
Right.
And say unto them, ye shall be holy.
You shall be holy. Right?
Con.
That's what this was trying to do. It wasn't powerful enough. They didn't know back then. They didn't know what we know now.
Right.
That Christ had to be the mediator, right?
Right.
You had to have a whole new covenant, right?
Con.
And Christ had to be the mediator. Is that it on that?
A little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead.
For I, the Lord your God, am holy.
Right. Because I'm holy, man. Because Christ had to be that mediator, right?
Right.
As a matter of fact, let's read that. Hebrews 12 and 24. Turn to that. Give me 12 and 24. A lot of people that mean because Yahushua had to come, right? And who and before we even read that, who did he come from? Who did he come for? Turn to Jeremiah 31:31, Akaz. You find me Hebrews 12 and 24. Let's see let's make sure we make it upon the shadow of a doubt who the Most High is here to save, who he is to salvage, who he is to give this new covenant for, because the whole world think, I'm saved, this is for me, this is this covenant that the Most High did all that in the wilderness, man, in the Exodus, and sprinkling blood on the altars and flaying bulls and goats on the altar and peeling back the skin and flaying. That was all for the children of Israel.
New Testament.
Yeah, Hebrews. Got? Go ahead. Give me 31:31. Who this is for?
Jeremiah 31 and 31.
Read that.
Behold, the days come,
Right.
said the Lord.
Right.
That I will make a new covenant.
He gonna make a new covenant, because this old covenant of Leviticus, man. Well, we're just showing you. We reading this so we can show you what that is. But the Most High, Yahweh Shah, has to come on the scene, and he did already, right? He died once, man, for the people, right? Go ahead, read. He died once for who? Read.
That I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
So if there's a new covenant, it had to be an old covenant, right?
Right.
And that old covenant is what you're finding right here, is what the Most High is telling you in Leviticus, and how the blood offerings and all of that. But the new covenant is, read that again.
That I will make it's like, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant.
He would make a new covenant with who?
With the house of Israel.
The house of Moab.
The house of
of
Israel.
Ammon. House of Esau.
Israel.
The Bible says the house of Israel, right?
Right.
That's who he did that for. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
A little bit more.
Go ahead.
And with the house of Judah.
With the house of Israel and Judah, the northern and southern kingdom. That's what he's saying, right?
Okay.
Is that it on that?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, read, Colossians.
Said 12 and 21.
Where we at?
Hebrews.
12 and 24.
Hebrews 12 and
We're
20.
gonna show you who the mediator is of this new covenant. Go ahead.
Hebrews 12 and 24.
Right.
Into Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant.
Yahweh Shai. Say Yahweh Shai.
Into Yahweh Shai, the mediator of the new covenant.
Right.
And to the blood of sprinkling that speaketh better things than that of Abel.
That's it right there.
Right.
He said the blood is. Read that again. Read that out for me loud and clear, Baba Kashah. Take your time.
Hebrew 12 and 24.
Right.
And to Yahweh Shai, the mediator of the new covenant.
He's the mediator of this new covenant, Jack.
All right.
You know, he giving us something better than go ahead.
And to the blood of sprinkling that speaketh better things than that of Abel.
And Abel, what does that mean? You know, remember when Cain and Abel, right?
Right.
And he gave him that sacrifice, and Cain brought. We read about that a little while back. We may get back into that. Cain, what did Cain do? Go ahead.
Cain got bananas and
Bananas
peppers and stuff.
and bell peppers and strawberries, right? Oh, that nice fruit, but that ain't what the Lord said he wanted to make us holy. He was trying to say you're going to need a blood sacrifice, right?
Right.
And then what did he bring him? But he brought him bananas and strawberries and beans and stuff. What the hell is this? But what did Abel bring? Abel brought blood sacrifice, right? Animal sacrifice, just like the Lord told him to, right? But read that text again there. But even that wasn't good enough. Read that again.
Hebrews 12 and 24.
Right,
And to Yahweh Shai, the mediator of the new covenant,
right.
and to the blood of sprinkling that speaketh better things than that of Abel.
Better things than that of Abel. That right? And what is it saying here? That Yahweh Shai is the mediator, and it speak of better things than what the blood sacrifices were. And the Lord was trying to make us holy, but Christ, being what text we read, and that what Christ is trying to show you that I'm gonna write this thing in your heart. Did I give you guys that Deuteronomy? Is that it on that?
Okay.
Okay. Turn cars to Deuteronomy 11 and 18. I think that's the one. And we're just trying to show you that these blood sacrifices, man, they're not gonna help you on the dance floor when you trying to when the woman trying to throw out dollar bills up the stripper pole. That ain't gonna help, is it? Ain't gonna help you around the corner on the drug addict when you trying to smoke some dope, right? These blood sacrifices, and you need Christ, man, to write this on your heart.
Right.
It's written in our heart. And Esau, he knows this, so he takes our Bible away and says, I'm sorry, Deuteronomy 11 and 18. Go ahead, read that. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy 11 and 18.
Right. Uh-huh.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words in your heart.
And your what?
In your heart.
The Bible says you lay up these words in your heart, so what? Go ahead.
And in your soul.
And in your soul, right. That we read that, didn't we?
Okay.
Yeah, but read it again. Go ahead, read it again. Lay up, do what?
Therefore ye shall lay up these my words in your heart.
Right.
And in your soul.
These words in your heart and your soul. And that's what Christ has come to do, right? He just came to do that one time.
Right.
And now he's in the right hand of the Father. And he came to do that to keep us from having to go out and because he knew that in slavery, man, we didn't We didn't even have shoes on our feet, much less a sacrifice to put on the altar. What if it was always a sacrifice? We'd be in trouble, wouldn't we?
Right.
But so Christ made a worship easy for us to do, right? He just all you have to do is just keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right here, you got them.
Right.
You didn't have to go in there and say and throw some blood everywhere, and and do that. All we got to do is go out and speak the word and do what the Most High. We have to go to camp and we have to fight these wars, right? Out here, and we don't have to go out here and flay bulls and goats just for the sacrifice to make us holy. Oh, we got to keep the Lord's commandments. There are some feasts that we have to keep. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these blood sacrifices. Every time a person sinned, what did they do? They went right back in. And then once a year, the priest had to go through once a year for himself too and for the people. Lest we die, right?
Right.
Okay, where we at? Well, we back in we read where we at? 7 more verses? Right? We are, aren't we?
Right.
We are?
Yeah, we got 7 more to go. We started at 10. Started at verse 10.
Verse 10. We're supposed to stand and do this. Maji. Blow the horn.
SHALAM.
SHALAM. All right, Shabbat. Be seated. All right, we're going to read same candidate. We're going to do it again. What we got? What verses we got?
10 through 16.
10 through what?
16.
All right, let's get it.
Leviticus 1 to 10 out the Hebrew. Well, man.
What is that?
Man.
What do you got, cuz? I can't see it.
Yeah, you talk.
Okay, all right.
Hatazah and Anna. Kwa Bana Wa Man Haka Sabayam Awa Man Ha'a Zayam La'a La Zakar Damayam Yakar Yaba Nawa. Verse 11. Washa Kata Ata Wa Allah Yara Ka Ama Zaba Ka Taza Pana Lapa Naya Yahweh Waza Rakwawa Benaya Aha with Ran Haka Hanayam At Dema Allah Hama Baka Sabah Yaba. Verse 12. Waba Taka Atha Ya Wa Lana Thaka Yawa Wa'a Ra'a Sawa Wa'a Pada Rawa Wa'a Raka Haka Ham Han Atham Allah Ha'atazayam Ashar Allah Ha'asha Ashar Allah Hama Sabah Sabaka 13 Waha Kaba Waha Ka'ayam Yawa Kataza Bamayam Waha Kayaba Haka Han Ath Hakala Waha Kota Yora Hama Zaba Ka Allah Hawa'a Asha Rayaka Baya Kaka La Yahweh 14 Wa'am Man Ha'a Wapa Allah Kar Banawa La Yahweh Waha Kar Yaba Man Hatha Rayam Awa Man Benaya Haya Wana Ath Karba Nawa 15 Waha Kwarya Bawa Haka Dan Dam That's my place.
Start 15.
Go ahead. Help him out. Let's go to it.
Let's start 15 again.
Waha Kar Ya Bawa Haka Han Allah Hana Za Ba Ka Wama Lapa Lakwa Af Wa'a Shawa Waha Kota Yara Hama Zaba Kaka Wana Matazaha Damawa Allah Kowara Hama Zadba Ka 16 Waha Sa Yawa Ath Ma'a Tawa, Banataza, Ka, Waha, Shalai, Yana, Yaka, Atha, Atazala, Hama, Zaba, Ka, Kodama, Allah, Makwa, Wam, Hada, Son.
Where we at? Give me 7 more verses in the English there, if you could, for me, Kazimar.
Okay.
Right.
So Leviticus 1:10. And if his offering be of the flocks, namely of the sheep or of the goats,
Right.
for a burnt sacrifice, he shall bring it a male without blemish.
A male without blemish, man. You know, this is not a female with blemish, not a male with blemish, but a male without a blemish on it.
Right.
He was trying to make us holy, man. So, because he knew we'd have to go through in this wicked America right here, right?
Right.
He knew. He was trying to do that. That's what the Most High was trying to do. Because this is, of course, after the people had to learn the lessons, right?
Right.
And all these things that they did in Egypt, because they worshiped. They ain't no telling what they had to do up in Egypt, man. All kinds of stuff.
Right.
And they got used to eating all that, whatever they ate up in Egypt. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And he shall kill it on the side of the altar, northward before the Lord.
Yeah, what if you'd have killed it southward? See what the Most High wanted. He said north, but did he not say that?
Right.
He said follow the orders. Go ahead.
And the priest, Aaron's sons, shall sprinkle his blood around about the altar.
See, Aaron's sons were the Levites. This is that same Aaron that sat up there and melt that molten calf, right?
Right.
Read that again.
And Aaron's sons shall sprinkle his blood round about upon the
you
altar.
notice Aaron's sitting over there somewhere else.
Right.
But Aaron's sons. Okay. Yeah, Aaron's sons were the ones that were sacrificing. And take the sons, because Aaron was pretty much through in that sense. The Lord didn't, use your sons. That's what this says, right? Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. And he shall cut it into his pieces,
Right.
with his head and his fat.
Right.
And the priest shall lay them in order on the wood.
Yeah, they just go doing things exactly in order, what the Most High said. That's what we should do, in things in decent in order, right? Go ahead.
That is on the fire,
Right.
which is upon the altar.
Right.
Verse 13.
Right. Now we're gonna see something interesting here. The Most High. We're gonna see this. This is how you know it's a black book, man. The way they're eating up in here.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Right.
But he shall wash the inwards and the legs with water, and the priest shall bring it all.
And the burnt off. Finish reading.
And burn it up. It's like and burn it upon the altar. It is a burnt sacrifice, an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Yeah, you notice that it says, what woman don't take the chicken and wash the legs and the birds or whatever, you pheasant or whatever? Who don't do that? You take some hot water, you wash it, put some salt in there and wash it off, clean it, right?
Right.
Who don't do that? Good, good. Yeah, clap it up. That dirty, nasty, filthy, probably Africans too, man. They with that poo-poo and stuff, they throw it on in there. But black people, from what I've known, I've always seen, listen, I ain't never walked in the house. The first thing we did was wash our hands, get the thing clean, and we prepared this chicken and pheasant or whatever we did, and we took salt and put it in the water and then washed everything up, or just at least get some hot water and wash the chicken.
Right.
Read that again, man. Let's bring verse 13 again. Let's make sure, because people, that's how you know the black people do this.
Right.
Isn't that what your grandmother did? Right. And that's what I mean. I know my grandmother. That's what I'm pretty sure. I mean, but when I go to Esau restaurant, I think one officer was telling me, man, they don't wash their chicken, man. They don't wash their meats, so it tastes funky.
Right.
Somebody. Sure. Here, turn that up. Turn that. Unplug that or whatever. Do what you got to do to deaden that sound over there. You guys make sure you got your cell phones on silence. The water. Appreciate it. But that's how you know this is a black book, because the realities are for real. You see Esau still being the nasty, hateful heathen that he is. Right. Because when he was in a cave, what did he do? Talking about us go home. He need to go home to his cave and start eating bloody meat.
Right.
And because that's what he do now anyway. You know, instead of, and it says you don't wash his chicken. You can't eat Esau's chicken. You can't eat his birds. You can't eat the things that, because he don't cook them right. They ain't washed. And that's what, look 13. Look what the Most High tell us to do. Go ahead.
But he shall wash the inwards and the legs with water, and the priest shall bring it all and burn it up upon the altar. It is a burnt sacrifice and offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's in it. Wash them. The legs and the water, right?
Right.
All right. Finish reading. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Right.
And if the burnt sacrifice for his offering to the Lord be of fowls, then he shall bring his offering of turtle doves.
What's a fowl? Bird, right?
Right.
These are birds. These are, you know, they had that. Do you think they didn't have chickens and birds and turtle doves back then?
Right.
Damn, they did. Finish reading.
Or of young pigeons.
Right. And I tell you what. Let's look over here to the right. Yeah, go to 16. Go over to verse 2 and 5.
All right.
Read that. We're gonna read about a little fried chicken up in here. Go ahead.
All right.
They show you that the Most High, who don't eat chicken? You know, we eat it. Go ahead.
Leviticus 2 and 5.
Right.
And if thy oblation be a meat offering baken in a pan, it shall be a fine flour.
Fine flour. Who's sprinkling that chicken with fine flour, little salt and pepper, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Unleavened.
Unleavened, yeah.
Mingled with oil.
Mingled with oil.
Right.
In other words, how you frying this in a pan with oil, right? What does it say right here? It don't matter if it's a chicken or it's a turtle dove or it's a pigeon. That's how you wash it up, right?
Right.
And you fry it up, right? Finish reading. But do you put it in there whole? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. Thou shalt part it in pieces.
You do what?
Thou shalt part it in pieces.
Part it in pieces and then do what?
And pour oil thereon.
Pull the oil down, right? This sound like they cooking some bird up in here.
Right.
This sound like black people know what they're doing. This is a black book, man. Y'all.
Right.
That's right.
This ain't no heathen book.
Right.
Because of the realities you see who you think cooked the slave? Who you think cooked the oppressor's food? Because we were made to.
Right.
Why you think they like our fried chicken?
Right.
Our beef. And then they'll tell you cook all that stuff right, and then they'll throw you some, chitlins? You know, they need that.
Right.
Okay, you know. And even our foods, we took it, even through our foolishness, we took it and tried to cook it. And at least they had the sense enough to clean the damn chitlin,
right,
which is an abomination in the first damn place.
Right.
But we are clean people by nature, because by natural talk of the Lord. He tell us to go and clean these things before you eat them, cook them, fry them. No blood, no need to be coming out of there. Right. You know. This was sacrifices unto the Lord, man. And if you read this carefully, because you'll see the Edomites, like Claudius said, the Edomites, they don't cook according to this Bible, so and they don't eat according to this Bible, so you know they're not the people of the Bible.
Right.
So who the people of the Bible? Who the people of the Bible now, you are?
So they're trying to
12, try to clap it up. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native. You got the evidence right in front of you, right?
Right.
Go back, finish reading there, verse 16, right? Read that. Is that what?
It's like we the-
Yeah, read 16 for me.
Verse 16.
Right.
And he shall pluck it away, his crop with his feathers.
Take the feathers off.
Right.
Sound like something I used to do.
Right.
Put them in hot water and take the feathers out. Y'all did this. Come on, y'all. Y'all like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all like y'all ain't never done this before or seen it done.
Right.
You worked in Philadelphia. I done it right there in the chicken coop. Go ahead.
And cast it beside the altar on the east part, by the place of the ashes.
Right. Go ahead. Read 17.
Verse 17.
Right.
And he shall cleave it with the wings thereof.
With the what?
With the wings thereof.
With the what?
With the wings.
Them chicken wings up in there, them bird wings, fowls. Talk about fowls they cooking there. Go ahead.
But shall not divide it asunder.
They didn't mean they had the whole damn wing, didn't they?
Right.
Isn't that what this is saying? Go ahead, Rick. He didn't want that, man. He want that. Don't show that it's a wing.
Right.
That's what this is saying. Go ahead.
But shall not divide it asunder, and the priest shall burn it upon the altar, upon the wood that is upon the fire. It is a burnt sacrifice and an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
And that's what this is what the priests ate. They had no heritage. They had no land. I'm saying they had no land. They had no things coming back to them. They were made of service. That's what they did. They had to do the service of the Lord.
Right.
So they had to eat. Don't you think they ate good?
Right.
Flayed this and flayed that and chicken and on the altar. So this is how they ate, man. From the sacrifices up. But of course we don't do that anymore. We got a new covenant, right? Where we at?
Chapter 2.
Go ahead, read. Is that all of the? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Martin. Call for new candidate. State your registry.
How y'all banya shala?
The yard by the house.
By Yahweh.
How about Shimmy al Shabrakta?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
This wine. Last yalla.
Lash Yalla.
Yahshua.
All that wine. Shabia means to be seated. All right, Cosmar, take it. 7 more verses.
16.
Oh, okay, I think it's right.
All right, start at 17.
17.
Where we at?
It's
Chapter 2? 7? Huh?
Well, we still got 17 left. I don't know.
Just,
17 left.
just go to chapter 2 and then we'll pick 17 up, all right?
chapter
Go start at chapter 2.
start
Go 1 through 7 verses, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wa Ga me pa Wana Ba Sha
Pasha.
Pasha Ka Ya Da Kwa Ra Ya Ba Kwa Ra Ba Na Ba Na Oh, it's like Bama Daha Laya Ka it's like Hawa Ha Salah Ta Yaha Korah Ba Na Wa Waya Taza Kwa Allah Yaha Shaba Shama Na Wana Tana Allah Yaha Laba Naha Waha Ba Ya Aha Allah Bana Ya Aba Ra Slack Aha Ra Na Haka Slack it's like Haka Hana Yes Yama Yum Slack Wakwa Ma Taza Masha Select Masham Bala'a Koma Taza Ra Masa Lata Ha Wama Shama Na Ha Allah Kala Laba Na Taha Raha Kwa Ta Yora Haka Ha Na Ta Na that's like Ata Aza that's like Ata Haza Rata Ha Aha Ma Za like Ba Ha A Asha Ha Raya Ta like Ka Naya Ta Ha like Naya Nana like Naya Tata like Naya like Kaka like Laya Haraha Waha Nara Ta Rata Shana Mana Ha Hama Na Kaha La'a Hara Na Wala Bana Yawa Kwa Quadash like Quadashayim Ma'a Shaya Yaha
Wahal. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. It's like
Isn't it?
Sa.
Yeah. No, you ain't gotta read it. Say what verse she had on for.
Okay, it's like
Remember that. Say
right. Wakaya. Taqwa. Ra. Ba. Quara. Bana. Mana. Ka. Ha. Ba'a. Paha. Dana. Wara. Salaha. Salata. So like Kala. Waha. Wata. Matza. Ta. Bala. Wala. Ta. Basha. Mana. Wara. Kwaya. Kwaya. Matza. Wata. Masha. Kayam. Basha. Bana. Wa'a. Sama. Naka. Ha. Allah. Ha. Maka. Banta. Quora. Bana. Ka. Salah. Ta. Oh, I'm going to this like Bala. Wallaha. Basha. Mana. Matza. Ha. Daha. Yaha. Pata. Rata. Ata. Ka. Aha. Bata. Yum. Waya. Taza. Kwalta. Allah. Yaha. Shama. Na. Mana. Kaha. Hawa. Wa'a. It's like Wa'a sa. Mana. Ka. Nta. Bawa. Bara. Kasha. Ta. Kora. Bana. Ka. Salah. Ta. Basha. Hana. Dasha. Mana.
Okay.
I was like Ta'a. Shaha.
Okay, that's it.
Better every week.
Okay.
First started, you
Right.
wanna, I can't do this. Am I right, Sharp?
Got that shit.
Brother, is you know, these brothers, man, you know, they come to class, they put their name on that registry out there, get their credit, got their Hebrew name, and reading this Hebrew.
Right.
You can't ask for no better, just keep doing better. Don't
Right.
lack on the duties, just
Okay.
keep them up.
Right.
Where we at?
Sir, we at like Leviticus 2 and 1.
Okay.
Well,
You gonna give me 7 on that? Oh, we got comments over there? What we got?
we had Lakama one check in from the
Right.
slave,
Right.
and then we got brother Fred said shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak. Thumb to all my brothers. Yahushua Malatha Hashem Yahushua to my sisters over there checking in. Let's clap it up for class, man. People come here to learn. Because that's what we're trying to do, show you the difference between what the blood sprinkling on altars, man, and what that is, and how that really wasn't good enough, man. That's why our people out here, you know, and the Most High had to come back. Had to come the Most High had to regenerate, come back in here and to regenerate Christ, Yahushua, right?
Right.
And so that he can, so that that blood and that offering. Matter of fact, let's get a little bit on that here real quick here. So that give me Hebrews, Akaz. I want you to read this for me. Let's show you what the. Give me Hebrews 8 and 8.
Okay.
And Kaz, you give me Hebrews. What'd I say? You give me Hebrews 9 and 9 and 7, and just start reading down to 14. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hebrews 9 and 7. But unto the second went the high priest alone, once every year.
Yeah, the high priest did this every year. Go ahead. Because that's what we're talking about here in Leviticus, how they went in the veil, man, all the way through Exodus. When they built this tabernacle, we reiterate this. Go ahead.
Not without blood,
Not without blood. Okay, go ahead.
which he offered for himself
Right.
and for the errors of the people.
For the errors of the people, all the things that are done. He's showing you how we can be holy.
Right.
But it can't make us holy. Back then, them things couldn't make us holy, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Right.
The Holy Ghost, this signifying that the way unto the holiest of all was not yet made manifest, while as the first tabernacle was yet standing.
The first tabernacle still standing up there, right?
Right.
Still standing. Which was, go ahead, 9.
Verse 9, which was a figure for the time then present, in which were offered both gifts and sacrifices that could not make him that did the service perfect.
Couldn't do what?
That did the service perfect.
They couldn't make him. Couldn't make him
That
perfect.
could not make him that did the service perfect.
Uh-huh.
As pertaining to the conscience.
To your mind. Now read 8 and 8 because this is go ahead and read Hebrews 8 now.
Con.
Right. This is the new covenant the Most High gives us. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them.
Right. Find a fault. We ain't perfect.
Right.
But we need to be.
Right.
The Bible says, "Be ye therefore perfect." Right. Even my Father in heaven is perfect.
Right.
But doing what?
For finding fault with them, he says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Right.
Right.
And I will make a new covenant
Right.
with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
House of Israel and Judah. We read that in Jeremiah 31:34. Who did the Lord die for?
Right.
Who the Lord died for, Kaladzar? Died for Israel, right? And Judah, children of Israel, right?
Right.
Go ahead. That it on that?
Con.
Okay, go back to 9.
Con.
10. Not you. Cosmar.
It's like you said 10.
10, right? That where we were?
It's like, where was that?
10. Go to 10. No, go to Hebrew 9 and 9. I'm sorry, Slack.
Oh,
9 and
Slack,
10.
9,
Slack.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah, finish reading there.
Hebrews 9 and 10.
Right.
Which stood only in meats and drinks, and divers washings and carnal ordinances.
That's what this Old Testament was about. In what? Meats, drinks, diverse washings, and that's what we're reading about in Leviticus, right? And carnal ordinances, right?
Right.
Finish reading.
imposed on them until the time of the Reformation.
Imposed on them, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Trying to make them holy, right? That's what the Most High Jesus is trying to. All these stiff-necked people here.
Right.
Go ahead. At least let's teach them how to wash that chicken.
Right.
Well, they know damn white man ain't gonna teach you. He gonna teach you to eat pork chitlins, right?
Right.
He gonna teach you to eat what else? Ham, right?
Right.
He gonna teach you to do Christmas, right?
Right.
What else he gonna do? What abominations that he gonna teach you up in there, man? I mean, he gonna teach you to come on, y'all. Abominations, man. He gonna teach you to worship, take Thanksgiving, and because it's gonna be a celebration of killing the Indians, right?
Right.
And you got parents out here. I saw him yesterday. I see him all the time. I seen a lady yesterday, man. I was up there in Greenville, somewhere up in there. She was taking it back to the Christmas tree to Goodwill. It don't work. She forgot a part or something. I don't know what it was. Hey, man, these people, our people gotta have our children some Christmases.
Right.
For what? Why do we need to do that, man?
Right.
Why don't we straighten up and fly right? Why do we got to go up here and take and make a solemnity day out of Nimrod's son? Who was that? Semiramis? And him having sex with his mama,
Right.
and then Nimrod. Why we got to go through all that? Why? Why can't we just obey the Most High's commandments, right?
Right.
The law, statutes, and commandments, instead of some abominations that these people do, that the heathens do.
Right.
The Most High give us Yahweh to follow by, right?
Right.
Go ahead, finish reading on it. Where you at? Verse
Verse 11.
11. Go ahead.
But Christ being come and high priest of good things
Right,
to come.
because Christ was from the tribe of what? Judah? He wasn't a high priest, but he is made a high priest, right?
Right.
Right, go ahead. He is the ultimate high priest, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
By a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands.
A greater and more perfect tabernacle. What did we say tabernacle meant? Somebody look that up. Read. Go ahead. Home, yeah, home or sojourn, a place to be, right?
Right.
That's exactly right. Clap it up for that, brother. I remember that definition, so that's good. At home, I'd buy that one, right? And what else? Not made with what?
Not made with hands.
Now you got tabernacle, home ain't made with hands. Tabernacle, right? Go ahead, finish reading.
That is to say, not of this building.
Not of this building, not of that home.
Right.
Go ahead, finish reading.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood.
By what?
By his own blood.
By his what?
His own blood.
Christ by his own blood. Yahushua was a powerful brother, man.
Right.
By his own blood. That's what this was leading up to.
Right.
Yahushua had to do that for us, right?
Right.
By his own blood. But what? Finish reading.
He entered in once into the holy place.
How many times?
Once.
Twice.
Once.
3 times.
Once.
For every time the Bible says he enters one time.
Right.
And that took the place for every time you go and sin.
Right.
Every time you want to go step around the corner and say, hey, I don't want to be with this no more. I don't want to do this stuff no more. I don't want to be in I.S.U.P.K no more. I don't want it. I want to go around and eat some ham. Whatever you ate out there in the world.
Right.
I want to eat some pork chops. I don't want to do it. I want to go out there and hoe around. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to go find that woman to hoe with her. You know? That's I want to go be gay again. Whatever the hell you done out there. That's what this. Read that again. The Lord died for you. That's my point. Read that again.
Neither by the blood, neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood.
By his own blood. Go ahead.
He entered in once into the holy place.
Right.
Having obtained eternal redemption for us.
Yeah, right. This because the high priest did that once a year. We just read, right?
Right.
The high priest. Read that in verse 7 again.
Verse 7.
Right.
But into the second went the high priest alone once every year, without blood.
Not without blood.
Oh, it's like not without blood.
Right.
Which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people.
That's what the high priest did, right? When they had real blood on these sacrifices. But the Most High, what did he do for us, man? We ought to be eternal thankful for that, man.
Right.
Go ahead. Verse 12.
Verse
Read that
12.
again, huh?
Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood.
The Bible says, the Lord says, I'm going to give my son, Yahushua, in whom I am well pleased.
Right.
I'm not going to give the blood of goats and calves anymore.
Right.
Didn't do you no good anyway.
Right.
You hard-headed, stiff-necked people.
Right.
You know, they trying to make you holy. I think we found that in the Leviticus 19:2, trying to make children holy. Go ahead, read. Finish reading.
He entered in once into the holy place.
He entered in once into the holy place. All he had to do, he ain't talking about he entered into that old sacrifice building down there that they had a long time ago. He entered one time, way back in the when they were in the desert and moving around in Bedouins until they finally got in Jerusalem and David built a temple. He ain't talking about that.
Right.
He's talking about Christ entered into the holy place one time, right?
Right.
Christ is the holy place, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Having obtained eternal redemption for us.
Eternal, part-time redemption.
Eternal
The
redemption.
Bible says eternal redemption. For who? Who is us? Read that Hebrews Give me Jeremiah 31 and 31 again, Nayar.
Con.
Who is he talking about when he say us? He talking about the Germans, Ashkenazi Jews, or Sephardic Jews that live over there right now? Them people over there? No, he ain't talking about them. He's talking about who did Christ really die for? Who was this really for?
Right.
It's just a sec. A lot of people read this, they think it's us. They think it's them. They think it's them. The Africans, oh, that's for us. They try to sit up there and argue with Captain Desariat, argue with Captain Michon. They try to argue with the generals. And this ain't for us. You know, I'm repeating what my captains say. And this Bible says this is for who? You got Jeremiah 31 and 31? Read that. Tell them who this is for, man.
Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord,
Right.
that I will make a new, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel,
Right.
and with the house of Judah.
House of Israel and the house of Judah, right?
Right.
Any more on that? That's it?
That's it.
Go ahead.
Verse 32.
Yeah, you ain't got to read that. That's good.
Con.
Verse 30, he said with the house of Israel and of Judah.
Right.
Did he not? Appreciate that. He said the house, he said having obtained eternal redemption for who? For us. That's what it says. So let's all these heathens get out here and try to take my Yahweh. This is a nigga book. Right? This book is for all of the 12 tribes what we keep up here in the school, from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. This is for them, for us, right? Well, go ahead, verse 13.
Verse 13.
Right.
For if blood of bulls and of goats and the ashes of the heifer, sprinkling the unclean, sanctified to purify of the flesh.
14, go ahead.
How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot.
Without what?
Without spot.
Without spot. Go ahead, man. He ain't having Christ didn't even sin.
Right.
That time coming, that last time he came here, he ain't even sin.
Right.
A pure sacrifice, human being sacrifice that did not sin. Now imagine that.
Right.
For you, for the children of Israel. Go ahead, read.
Who through eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God.
Where you at? Read that. Start over again. 14. Read.
How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God.
You forgetting purge. What am I missing here?
Oh, that's the next one. What's the next one?
What am I missing here? 14. Read that again.
I still got to continue reading.
Go ahead.
It's like, let me start. It's like
14.
How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God.
Purge your conscience from dead works. What's some dead works we do up in here? Y'all know. These dead works, man. You ain't gonna amount to a bowl of half a bean noodles.
Right.
But you do them anyway. Them dead works, man. That's what the Lord died for, man. He died for any. He died. People say a lot of. You go to these Christian churches. Christ even died for them. Really.
Right.
They just need to get straight. He died for the worst sinner that you can actually see out there.
Right.
The worst prostitute that spend their nights out there prostituting their body. The worst shit with men after men.
Right.
The worst gay man out there that's prostituting his body. Christ died for him.
Right.
So he can get himself straight.
Right.
But he don't love the sinner now. He don't talk about, oh, hey, Christ loves me. And Christ don't love you. Not when you doing that.
Right.
He don't love nothing about you. He just died for you so you can get yourself together.
Right.
Right?
Come.
Am I right?
Right.
Go read 15, Cos, on Hebrews. Right.
Hebrews 9 and 15.
Right.
For this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament.
Of the New Testament. Go ahead.
That by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament.
There you go, right there. For to redeem them that were under the what?
The first testament.
For to redeem them, and that was the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
They're called might.
Right.
Somebody said guaranteed last week. But it's might.
Right.
You got to step up.
Right, yeah.
You got to be strong up in here. You got to step up. You don't just automatically. Ain't nothing guaranteed. What? Read that again, Mike. What that say? They which are what?
It's like for the redemption of the transgressions.
Right.
I mean, transgressions that were under the first testament. They which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
They might.
Right.
You might. You might, right?
Right.
For where the hey, go read 16. Go read.
Verse 16.
Right.
For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator.
Death of a testator.
Testator.
Where there's a testament, there got to be a death of the testator, right?
Right.
Where there's a testament, where the Most High, it has a testament agreement, an understanding. There's got to be the death of a testator. Somebody got to make that happen. Somebody got to be the go-between for that.
Right.
Somebody got to be, all right, stamp my approval on this.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Reading again. 17. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For a testament is of force after men are dead.
Right.
Otherwise it is of no strength at all while the testator living.
Yeah, we don't get into that. That's a whole nother topic. All right, what's good on that? We're gonna get counsel on that one there, right? Yeah. But go back. Where we at? Verse 2?
God, sir.
Chapter 2 and what?
Leviticus 2 and
Because we're talking about, all we're reading about here in this Leviticus is how the Most High told us. And there are things in here, there are laws, statutes, and commandments that we definitely need to follow.
Right. But
I'm just telling you to sprinkle of blood and things like that. We don't follow that anymore. We don't have to, because I'm just showing you, I did all that to show you that those things are dead.
right.
They gone. You need to straighten up and get Christ in your system, man.
Right.
And under the command of YAHANNA, that's what he's teaching you. He's leading you to who?
Oh,
To who?
he lead you to Christ.
To Christ, right. Don't say the cross, just say Christ.
Okay, right.
He led you to Christ, ain't he?
Right.
He led you up into Christ. That's the whole thing.
Right.
A lot of people say, Command General YAHANNA is not Christ. He's leading. His job is to lead
Right.
the children of Israel on this earth to Christ.
Right.
Right or wrong?
All right.
I mean, that's it in a nutshell. Where we at?
Leviticus 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Oh God.
We 2 and 2. Go ahead. Read.
And he shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priests, and he shall take there out his handful of the flour thereof, and of the oil thereof, and with all the frankincense thereof. And the priest shall burn the memorial of it upon the altar, to be an offering made by fire of a sweet savor to the Lord. Verse 3. And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron and his sons.
Shall be what?
Shall be.
What
shall
does
be
remnant
Aaron.
mean? What did that mean back then? What is remnant? What does it mean now? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Anybody? No. You close, but what does remnant mean? Here, I'll give you one. After Friday sale, we got some remnants here. What does remnant mean?
Oh, you call them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that means the remaining, like
Remaining or left over, right? So Aaron, read that again, verse 3.
And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron and his sons.
So what does that mean?
The leftovers.
Leftovers. They get the leftovers, right?
Right.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Right.
They get the leftovers, right?
Right.
Aaron and his sons, right?
Right.
Oh, Aaron sitting up there, he probably shell shocked still. I shouldn't have done that cow. Shouldn't have done that, built that heifer. Sitting up there with a mouthful of gold dust is what they had to drink out of that water, remember?
Right.
Sprown over the water. Go ahead, read.
It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire.
The remnant left over. This is how the high priest ate, man. They ain't have no job where they went out and planted in the garden and worked for somebody else or whatever. They worked on the Sabbath, sun up, sun down, whatever. They had the blazings offering, man. And they had to get some rim. They had to get some of this fried chicken up in here, right?
Right.
Some of these birds, man. Some of this flayed food, right? Flayed cow and goats. Verse 4. Slocky, go ahead.
Verse 4.
Mhm.
And if thou bring an oblation of meat,
Right.
offering bacon in the oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, or unleavened wafers anointed with oil.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, finish reading.
Verse 5. And if thy oblation be a meat offering, bacon in a pan,
Bacon or what?
bacon in a pan,
Uh-oh, come on. We talking about grandma's home chicken right there. Go ahead.
it shall be of fine flour unleavened mingled with oil.
Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Finish reading.
Thou shalt part it in pieces and pour
It
it.
said do what?
And thou shalt part it in pieces.
The thighs,
Part it in pieces.
the wings,
Pieces.
the you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The drumstick,
Right. Pieces.
the breasts.
Pieces.
Go ahead. Finish
And
reading.
pour oil thereon. It is a meat offering.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And if thy oblation be a meat offering bacon in the frying pan,
Uh-oh.
it shall be made of fine flour
Right.
with oil.
Right.
Wow.
This is a black man's book, man.
Crazy.
This is, what you got, New
It's
York?
crazy that it's showing. He's giving you
he's-
instructions on how to fry your
How to
chicken.
fry your bird? How to
Right.
fry this fowl? Right?
Crazy.
You know, because you know this ain't Esau.
Right,
Only black people do this, brother.
right.
You can go to Issachar, same way.
Right.
You can go to Manasseh, Cuba, same way, man.
Right.
You go to Ephraim, right? They all fry up just like this.
Right.
And before that, they wash it. They wash it, right? Man, we
Constantly.
talked about washing some up in here.
Right.
Right.
And we read that one.
Come
How they
on.
don't never wash their food. Am I right there, yeah?
Right, you're
White
right.
people. I think it was who was that? Officer Nazaga Bar. Because he said he the one who told me. He said, look, you know how you can tell Esau's food? Say they don't ever wash it. It tastes awful. They don't, and that's how you know this is a black man's book, man.
Right.
The Most High telling you how to get this gamey taste or something out of here.
Right.
You know, often put some stuff with it, man. Fix it up,
Right.
fry it up. You know, don't just go and just. Esau probably put the thing. Who knows how he cook it? Over an open fire and let it blood out of it and take a bite while his nose getting fringed with the fire. You know, ain't no telling what he done. I mean, you seen Esau eat?
Right.
How he eat a steak? Come on, talk to me. Now.
Me,
Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen Esau eat a
that
steak.
medium rare.
Medium what?
Is it medium
What?
rare?
Nah, no, come on.
Ain't it? What is it?
He eat it raw rare.
Raw.
Am I right? Esau eat stuff raw. I done seen it with everybody. Go ahead, Claudia. Go ahead.
They just shared on both sides for like 2-3
Yeah.
minutes. Trying to rub it either.
It's a cunning, huh?
I mean, I hate to be beating this over the point, but that's how he cooks stuff.
Yeah.
He's a cunning hunter, like the Bible said.
Right, exactly.
Right.
That's how he does things, right? You know. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Finish reading.
Verse 8.
Right.
And thou shalt bring the meat offering that is made of these things unto the Lord. And when it is presented unto the priest, he shall bring it unto the altar.
Okay. And the priest bring that to the altar, right?
Right. Verse 9.
Right.
And the priest shall take from the meat offering a memorial thereof.
Right. The priest, you know, this is, like I said, this is how the priests, they ate the leftovers and stuff like that. Go ahead. Finish reading.
And shall burn it upon the altar.
Right.
It is an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Sweet savor, that all them spices and stuff, man. Savor. You know how y'all smell that good old meat, man?
Okay.
Good old meat cooking up in there. I'm talking about cooking.
Right.
No funk up in here, man. You know, you not the white people's way. That's how you know, man. Listen, anybody, you know how you know, you know, because all these other nations want our fried. They want our fried foods. They want our stuff, man.
Right.
They want what we cook because of the sweet savor smells that's coming out of there, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10.
Right.
And that which is left of the meat offering
Right.
shall be Aaron's and his sons.
It should be Aaron and his sons, right?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is a thing most holy of offerings of the Lord made by fire.
Right.
Verse 11. No meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven.
Right.
For ye shall burn no leaven, nor any honey in the offering of the Lord made by fire.
Do that. Read that again.
Right.
Right.
No meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven. For ye shall burn no leaven.
What's leaven again?
So like, ain't this bread with no yeast, right?
Right. That's bread. No, this is leaven. Leaven is the yeast, right?
Oh, so like, okay.
So it's saying made with no
Okay.
yeast, right?
Right.
Read that. I'm sorry. Finish
Okay,
reading.
you got it. No meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven. For ye shall burn no leaven, nor any honey in any offering of the Lord made by fire.
Nor any honey. It's gonna burn,
All right.
right?
Okay.
Lord sitting here telling you what to do, right?
All right.
But even if you didn't know how, you still do it, right?
Right.
Finish reading.
Verse 12. As for the oblation of the first fruits,
Right.
ye shall offer them unto the Lord, but they shall not be burnt on the altar for a sweet savor.
Right.
Verse 13.
Right.
And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt.
Read that again.
And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt.
Don't put no salt in it.
Shalt thou season with salt.
Yeah, that's this. What have you ever tasted with no salt and you spit it out from here to that wall? Go ahead.
He said, "Don't bring me no bland food."
Don't bring me no bland food, man. Don't. I don't want that.
Yes, why?
What did this say? Did it read that again?
Oh, God. And
We got it. Go ahead.
And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt.
With salt, man. Finish reading.
Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy God to be lacking from thy meat offering.
I don't know what Esau think that this eating is, but that further let you know that who Esau is,
Right.
and who this Bible is for the children of Israel and not him.
Right.
This further lets you know it says seasoned with salt. We the salt of the what?
Earth.
They ain't the salt of the earth. Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
They're not the salt of the earth. They can't be. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I was about to say, man, that's how you, and then that's also how you know that the Most High is a black man. Because you're not about to bring no unseasoned chicken to a white guy.
You bring Commanding General YAHANNA something that ain't seasoned right, especially like with salt.
Right.
He gonna put you on. He gonna put you on some push-ups. He gonna give you a box of salt and let you just learn how to do it. I mean, I ain't speak for Commanding. I'm just saying. He knows, like every other black man know, that you gotta season this food with salt, man.
Right.
Right.
We the salt of the earth, bro. And because we it's flavor, it's seasoning, it's common sense now.
Right.
You know, even if we didn't know it, but the Most High, He said, "Look, I don't know what heathen custom y'all done picked up down here in Africa, but y'all better season this with salt."
Right.
Read that again, Bob Kashab.
Son of God.
Get this scripture.
Verse 13.
Right.
And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt.
Right.
Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy God to be lacking from thy meat offerings.
Suffer. That means have some
Right.
salt on it. Don't lack it.
Right.
Don't suffer it. Don't let don't let somebody be up there eating. That's suffering.
Right.
Am I right or wrong? Come on. They suffering. They suffering if they eat some seasonings, something without the
seasoning.
salt, man.
Right.
That's it didn't. I mean, you could put other herbs on there too, but you got to have a little salt mixed in there. Salt back in the day used to be like a valuable thing, man. People like you ain't worth your weight in salt. Salt was expensive. You'd have to mine it before they. You don't just now they can get it kind of cheap now, but salt was a valuable commodity. I mean, go ahead.
It's a lot, he said, if I may. Your body actually need it because you'll become dehydrated if you don't got salt.
Right. Clap it up. Right. Exactly right. And cows, they throw salt blocks out there for them, so because they can't get salt naturally out of the grass.
Right.
So once in a while you see the little salt blocks that they're licking them. Right. They want it. They need it.
Right.
They need that salt. But for some reason Esau he don't eat his meat raw. He don't put no salt on. You can tell. Throw this stuff away. Use it for target practice for a tree.
Right.
That's about it, right?
Okay.
And you don't go and eat it, but that's what he wants you to do. Eat this fried chicken. You could be a buyer beware. Not up in I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Even the people, all our people out there, even the heathens out there of our people, our black people out there that don't know how to get into the I.S.U.P.K. Even they know how to cook with salt.
That's right.
A little pepper. Right. Where we at? Read.
With all thine offerings thou shalt offer salt.
Where you at?
At the end of 13.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Right.
And if thou offer a meat offering of thy first fruits unto the Lord, thou shalt offer the meat offering of thy first fruits, green ears of corn dried by the fire, even corn beaten.
Green ears of corn. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Even corn beaten out of full ears.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15.
Right.
And thou shalt put oil upon it and lay frankincense thereon, it as a meat offering.
As a meat offering, okay.
It's like it is a meat offering.
Right. Where we at?
16.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the last verse on it. And the priest shall burn the memorial of it, part of the beaten corn thereof, and part of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof. And it is an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Offering made by that beaten corn, man. It's like a what's that? Like a what do you call it? What's that corn I'm trying to think of? What kind of corn? You got whole corn. You got
I know what you're talking about.
what kind of corn you make when you that's
Cream corn.
Cream corn, yeah. It'd be more like if you beat the corn, it's gonna be cream corn,
Right.
bro.
All right.
That's what this is saying right here, right? All right, Macha. Get the scrolls. Go to the horn. We'll pick up here later, right?
So, I saw one from YAHANNA. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Sabbath Shemaya, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Daba'ah, Ratazakai, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Basamaya, Nathan, Nanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawatanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawatanawa, Wala'ah, Daba'ayanawa, Banasayawa, Abao, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wahala, Watapar, La Awalayam, Aman.
What it said in Hebrew, we say in English. Our Father,
Father,
art in heaven,
art in heaven.
hallowed be thy name,
be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done,
Thy will be done.
in earth,
In earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
daily bread,
daily bread.
forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our
forgive our debtors,
Forgive us our
lead us
debtors.
not,
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation.
deliver us
Deliver
from
us
evil,
from evil.
thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom.
power,
Power,
glory,
glory,
forever,
forever.
so be it.
So be it. Hakak na power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Baba Kasha, Thalanau, Hakak, Hakak, La Pra'ah, Kal Malakah, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Lahakwi, Hamathim, Hakak, Hara'akwa, Hamata'ala, Lagarshin, Bahashim, Yahushua, the water, Amen.
But he said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
To heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of
all
sickness.
manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Baraklanah, Wayashala, Wayabaal, Saparia, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Bahashim, Yahushua, the water, Amen.
What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of
bless
Yahushua,
us,
bless
and
us,
Israel,
and Israel,
and the school.
and the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
Bless, heal, shield,
our
and
loved
protect
ones.
our loved
In
ones.
the name of
In the name of
Yahushua,
Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Haharia, Mahayan, Yabya, sorry. Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemaiah, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Namawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yadawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Hayai, Yanyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamark, Makarai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabaathka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ait, Awalam.
What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. I lift up my eyes
I lift up my
to the
eyes
hills,
to the hills.
which come from my help.
Which come from my
My
help.
help come from the Lord,
help come from the Lord.
who made heaven and earth.
made heaven and
He will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be
will not
moved.
suffer thy
He
foot to
that
be
keepeth
moved.
thee
He that
will
keepeth
not
thee
slumber.
will not slumber.
He that keepeth Israel,
He that keepeth Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor
The Lord is
sleep.
thy keeper.
Lord is thy
The Lord
keeper.
is shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade
The
upon
sun
thy
shall
right
not
hand.
smite thee by
The sun
day,
shall not smite thee by
nor the
day,
moon by night.
nor the moon by
The Lord
night.
shall preserve thee from
Lord shall
evil.
preserve thee from all
From
evil.
all evil.
From all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out,
The Lord shall
and
preserve
thy
thy going
coming
out,
in,
and thy coming
from
in,
this time
from
forth,
this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Adamiyah, Lakah, Atakarash, Wa'al, Tashakwat, Al, Kaya, Hana, Awabayika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, it's like Al-Anka, Yaramawa, Sawada, Wayata, Yatasawa, Altasapawayaka, Armawa, Lakawa, Wadakakida, Magawa, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham, Yashala, Awada, Kaya, Natasawa, Laba, Lakatwa, Ayaka, Bariyat, Yakarathwa, it's like it. Alahaya, Adawam, Wa, Yashamai, Allah, Yam, Ma'awaba, Wahagaria, Gabal, Warimawan, Warimalak, Palasha, I'm the Shabda, Tazawar, Gam, Ashawar, Nalawa, Amai, Hayawa, Zawawai, Labalawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kayash, Wan, Nashabman, Bayan, Darai, Hayawa, Daman, Lamadwa, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yab, Mawa, Karab, Wakazabah, Wakazal, Mana'ai, Kal, Nasakamwa, Ashar, Armawa, Nasharashah, Nanawa, Na'awath, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagaya Gaya, Kakwash, it's like Lapanya, it's like Rabaka, Ka'ash, Ira, Wakalaba, Dalahat, Aharia, Khan, Daradakma, Basarika, Wabasa, Wabatka, Dabalaham, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Panaham,
Palaham,
Qualawan,
Palawan,
Wayah,
Wayah,
Bakwaswa,
Bakwaswa,
Samka,
Sumka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Yawah,
Yawah,
Balawa,
Balawa,
Ya, it's like it. Adonai,
Ayai,
Wayah, Kaparwa,
Kapar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Abadwa,
Abadwa,
Wayah,
Wayah,
Dawai,
Dawai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atah,
Atah,
Sumka,
Sumka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labatka,
Labatka,
Alawan,
Alawan,
Al-Kaha,
Akal,
Akal, Ha'aratazah.
Rarazah.
Keep out that silence.
You know that silence.
Lock it. What he said in Hebrew, we said in English. Keep out that silence.
Keep out that silence.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Hold out that peace.
Hold out that
Be
peace.
not still.
Be not still.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Below thine enemies.
Thine enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee,
have lifted up a head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
They have consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy
They
hidden
have said,
They have said, Come.
let us cut them off
Let us cut them
from
off
being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel,
In the name of Israel,
there be no more
and
remembrance.
be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They confederate against
They
thee.
confederate against
Tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of
Ishmaelites,
Ishmaelites,
Moab, Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Baal,
Baal,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
Philistines,
Philistines,
inhabitants of Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Shua is also joined with
Shua is also
them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children
They
of
have hope in
Lot.
the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto
And to
them.
the Midianites,
To the
and to
Midianites,
Sisera,
and to
and
Sisera,
to Jabin,
Jabin,
at the brook of Kasan,
brook of Kasan,
which perished at Endor.
perished at Endor.
It became as dung of the earth.
They came as dug in the earth.
Make the nobles like a reb,
Make the nobles like a
Zeb,
reb, like
all
Zeb.
the princes of Zabal,
All the princes
and
of
of
Zabal,
Zamuna,
and of Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
Let
the
us take
houses of
to
God in
ourselves-
possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my Yahweh,
Oh my Yahweh.
make them like a wheel.
Make them like a
You
wheel.
have to stumble before
Have
the
to
wind.
stumble before the
And
wind.
The fire that burnt the wood.
the fire burnt
And
the
the
wood.
flame that set the mountains on
Fire
fire.
set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them,
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy
Fill
storm.
their faces.
For their face.
Fill their faces.
Fill their faces.
Fill their faces.
With shame.
With shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to
and
shame.
perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
The Most High.
By the Most High
Of all the earth.
of all the earth. So,
Prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Teach them how to hold that. You do it that way every time, right? All right, go ahead.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yo, it's lucky.
Yahweh.
How about Shim Yahushua Barakiyah?
Put the scrolls down. Blow the horn. Anybody? Yeah. Anybody want to get anointed? All right, let's go. Anointing prayers. All right, the men behind me, repeat. Okay, anointing prayer. Yabarakia,
Yabarak.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Washamarka,
Washamarka.
Ya'ar,
Ya'ar.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Panyua,
Panyua.
Alika,
Alika.
Wayakanka,
Wayakanka.
Yasha'ah,
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Panyua,
Panyua.
Alika,
Alika.
Washamlaka,
Washamlaka.
Shalom,
Shalom.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bashem,
Bashem.
Yahushai,
Yahushai.
Barak,
Barak.
Rapa'ah,
Rapa'ah.
Magan,
Magan.
Hagan,
Magan.
Shah,
Sure. 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 Sure.
Bashem Yahushai,
Hashem Yahushai.
the water,
The water.
Aman,
Aman.
what we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Anybody else? All right, go ahead. Sure. That's the man behind me. Repeat, right? Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Ya'ar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayakanka.
Yakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh. Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayashamnika.
Wayashamnika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washib.
Washib.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magun.
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 Kalatza.
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 Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
We said in Hebrew. We said in English. Keep not thy silence. Slack oh, man. Yahweh, bless, Slack Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Anybody else? Go ahead. Come on this side. Deliver the oil. That's good enough right there, guys. Just a minute behind me, repeat this, right? Anointing prayer. Yabarak
Yabarak Yahweh.
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 Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Ya'ar.
Ya'ar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayashamnika.
Wayashamnika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washim.
Washim.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magun.
Magun.
Agun.
Agun.
Kazamar.
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 Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Is that it? Anybody? All right. Still. All right, let's close them out. Go ahead.
Amadu Sabbath. Barak.
Start over.
Amadu Sabbath.
Imagine.
Amadu.
Barak.
Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. I'll turn the face scissors. Amadu Sabbath. Amadu. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Yahshua Matat. Class dismissed.